tour. Have you ever found yourself looking out the window, watching the world go by, but feeling completely separate from it? Like you're behind an invisible wall, safe, but incredibly alone. If this feeling resonates with you, you might be familiar with the profound isolation that can come with complex PTSD, or CPTSD. It's not just a preference for being alone. It's a deep, instinctual drive to retreat, a survival mechanism born from prolonged trauma. Unlike single-incident PTSD, CPTSD often develops from long-term exposure to traumatic situations, like ongoing abuse or neglect. This constant threat rewires our nervous system to prioritize safety above all else. And what feels safer than being alone when no one can hurt you? This isolation becomes a fortress. But over time, that fortress can start to feel like a prison. Today, we're going to talk about why this happens and, more importantly, explore 10 gentle, actionable strategies to help you begin to lower the drawbridge and reconnect with the world at your own pace. So, why does CPTSD make us isolate ourselves so intensely? To understand this, we need to look at the deep roots of the trauma. First, there's a profound distrust of others. When the people who were supposed to keep you safe were the source of your pain, your brain learns a powerful lesson. People are dangerous. Trust becomes a liability, not a gift. So, you learn to rely only on yourself. This isn't a conscious choice. It's a survival strategy that becomes deeply ingrained. You might find yourself scanning for betrayal or insincerity in everyone you meet, making genuine connection feel impossible. Second, there's a deep-seated sense of shame. Chronic trauma can leave you with the core belief that you are somehow flawed, broken, or unworthy of love. You might feel like if people saw the real you that carries these scars, they would be horrified and reject you. This shame makes you want to hide. The isolation isn't just about avoiding external threats, it's about hiding what you perceive as your own unlovable core. The fear of being truly seen and then abandoned is terrifying, so it feels safer to never let anyone get close in the first place. And third, there's the sheer exhaustion of hypervigilance. Living with CPTSD means your nervous system is constantly on high alert, scanning for danger. Social interactions, which are meant to be nourishing, become incredibly draining. You're not just listening to a conversation, you're analyzing tone of voice, body language, and searching for hidden meanings. You're constantly preparing for the other shoe to drop. It's like running a marathon while everyone else is just having a casual chat. After even a short social outing, you might feel completely depleted, needing days to recover. Isolation becomes a way to conserve precious energy. Understanding these roots is not about making excuses. It's about having compassion for why your system has adapted this way. It did what it had to do to survive. Now, let us talk about how to gently teach it that it's safe to do more than just survive. Healing is a journey, not a race. Let's walk through 10 strategies you can explore. The first and most crucial step is to seek trauma-informed therapy. This is different from general talk therapy. A trauma-informed therapist understands the neurobiology of CPTSD. They can provide specialized modalities like EMDR, somatic experiencing, or internal family systems, which are designed to help you process trauma that's stored in your body and nervous system, not just in your memories. They create a safe space where you can learn to build trust with another person, which is a foundational step in healing relational trauma. Finding the right therapist is key, so don't be discouraged if it takes a few tries. Number 2 is to practice self-compassion. For many survivors, the inner critic is the loudest voice we hear. Self-compassion is the antidote. It involves treating yourself with the same kindness and understanding you would offer a good friend. When you notice yourself retreating or feeling shame, instead of saying, "What's wrong with me?" try saying, "It makes sense that I feel this way given what I've been through. I am doing my best to stay safe." This isn't about letting yourself off the hook. It's about acknowledging your pain with warmth rather than judgment. Dr. Kristen Neff's work on self-compassion is a wonderful resource to start with. Third, grounding techniques. When you feel overwhelmed or dissociated, grounding techniques can bring you back into your body and the present moment. They are simple, physical anchors. One popular method is the 5-4-3-2-1 technique. Wherever you are, name 5 things you can see, 4 things you can feel, 3 things you can hear, 2 things you can smell, and 1 thing you can taste. Another is to simply press your feet firmly into the floor and notice the sensation of the ground beneath you. supporting you. These practices help calm your fight or flight response and remind your nervous system that you are safe right here, right now. Fourth, and this one is a game changer, establish and maintain boundaries. For those with CPTSD, boundaries were often violated or non-existent. Learning to say no is a radical act of self-care. Start small. It could be saying no to a social invitation you don't have the energy for, or limiting a phone call to 15 minutes. Boundaries are not walls to keep people out. They are gates that you control. V. They teach you that you have agency over your own energy and well-being. Each time you successfully set a boundary, you rebuild self-trust and self-respect. It communicates to your inner self that you will protect it. Number 5 is mindful journaling. This isn't about just documenting your day. It's about creating a safe space to explore your thoughts and feelings without judgment. You can use prompts like, "What is my body feeling right now?" or "What am I afraid of in this moment?" This practice can help you identify your triggers and the patterns of your isolation. It externalizes the chaos that might be swirling inside, making it feel more manageable. It's a way of being your own compassionate witness, allowing you to understand yourself on a deeper level. Our 6th strategy is gentle movement. Trauma gets stored in the body, and gentle mindful movement can help to release it. This is not about intense, punishing exercise. Think of activities like trauma-informed yoga, Tai Chi, gentle stretching, or even just a slow walk in nature. The goal is to reconnect with your body in a safe and loving way. Pay attention to the sensations as you move. Notice your feet on the ground, the air on your skin. This helps repair the mind-body connection that is so often severed by trauma, showing you that your body can be a source of comfort, not just a container for pain. 7th, consider joining a support group. While one-on-one therapy is vital, there is a unique power in being with others who truly get it. A CPTSD support group, whether online or in person, can shatter the illusion that you are the only one who feels this way. Hearing your own experiences mirrored in someone else's story is incredibly validating. It combats shame and provides a safe container to practice social connection with people who understand the need for patience, boundaries, and compassion. It's a space where you don't have to explain yourself. Our 8th strategy is to embrace creative expression. Trauma can often be pre-verbal, meaning it's hard to put into words. Creative outlets like painting, drawing, writing, poetry, playing an instrument, or dancing can give a voice to feelings that are too deep for language. The goal isn't to create a masterpiece. It's about the process. It's about letting your inner world out onto a page or into a melody. This act of creation can be incredibly cathartic and empowering, transforming pain into something tangible and even beautiful. 9th, establish a consistent and predictable routine. When your inner world feels chaotic and unsafe, creating predictability in your outer world can be incredibly soothing for your nervous system. A simple routine, waking up at the same time, having a morning cup of tea, a short walk in the afternoon, a calming bedtime ritual signals to your brain that life is stable and safe. It reduces the number of decisions you have to make, which conserves mental energy, and provides a reliable structure that can anchor you when you feel emotionally adrift. Finally, number 10, celebrate your small wins. Healing from CPTSD is not a linear path of big breakthroughs. It's a journey of 1,000 tiny steps. Did you manage to go to the grocery store during a quiet time? Celebrate that. Did you say no to something that would have drained you? Acknowledge that victory. Did you feel an urge to isolate, but instead sat on your porch for 5 minutes? That is huge. Acknowledging these small wins rewires your brain to recognize progress. It shifts your focus from how far you have to go to how far you've already come. Each small win is proof that you are capable of healing and that change is possible. I know this is a lot of information, and the path out of isolation can feel daunting. But remember, you don't have to do all of these things at once. Pick one that feels the most accessible to you right now. Maybe it's just noticing 3 things you can hear. Maybe it's writing 1 sentence in a journal. The goal is gentle, consistent effort. Skilling is possible. It's the process of slowly, gently, teaching your nervous system that the war is over. It's about building a life where you feel safe, not just when you're alone, but when you are connected to others and to the world. As you begin to step outside, you may find that the world is not as threatening as your trauma led you to believe. you may find moments of peace, connection, and even joy. You are not broken, and you are not alone on this journey. Healing is happening, one brave step at a time. Thank you for spending this time with me, Fifth. If this resonated with you, please consider subscribing for more content on healing and mental well-being. Take care.